Hello, everybody, and welcome to.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate all of it.
You fucking nerd.
I
I
am a
hate
nerd,
this.
folks. Yes, welcome to our video.
Welcome to my review.
All right, welcome to our
Go.
video for Invincible. Um, this is a series that we all love. Spoiler alert, and we are really excited to talk about it. Gentlemen, before we get into the show, I would like to ask you simply, firstly, what did you read the comic beforehand? Secondly, what were your expectations going in? And thirdly, what were your feelings afterwards?
Jama, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. For me, I didn't read the comics and going in, and I saw the trailer. I just saw like a picture of the trailer. I wasn't really interested, and I saw it in like fully booked from time to time. So, to me, it was like, it's just another Justice League ripoff. And then after watching it, I'm like, my God, I was wrong. I mean, it is a Justice League ripoff, like somewhat kind of a parody of the Justice League, but it was really fucking good. It is a really fucking good story. Same guy who did Walking Dead, right?
Yeah, Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. No, I did not read the comic. I'm not. I don't really follow Robert Kirkman's work too much. Um. I think the first heard of this show was just seeing promotional material of it on social media, and I saw the leak of well, not leak, the clip of the ending of the first episode, and it's like, oh, shit. Uh, I
So that's how it's going.
yeah, I'm gonna check it out, and so I did, and it's a really solid fucking show. Like, I really enjoyed it.
I
Yeah.
swear to God, when Enzo sent me that scene, I swear, he was like, "Watch this. You might be convinced to read Invincible, a comic book I've been reading since 2015." Blah blah blah.
Well, I
And
didn't
I
say
was like,
that.
"Okay."
How dare you? I just sent the clip. It's like, maybe I can convince him. But yeah, I did pick up the volume at one of the Comic Cons. Just out of curiosity, read it, really liked it. So when they announced the show, I was really excited and nervous for it because sometimes the shows or an adaptation doesn't really go the way you want it to go. Sometimes,
Yeah.
Mm.
but going out of it, I was really happy that it turned out very well. It's one of the best shows, not of this year, not only of this year, but one of the best superhero themed shows of all time for me, just from the first season. And I'm really excited where they go from here. And also for me, they kind of improve on the story. Not that the story of the comic was bad in that way, but like, this kind of gives it more, I would say, energy to it.
Yeah, they took their liberties with. I watched some videos on YouTube on like which weren't in the comic books and
Okay.
what were just like added onto the show. And to be honest, I'm glad they added it. And if once we get to the positives, I will mention that scene. And you've told me that this was not in the comic book, and I'm glad they added.
Yeah, well, not the way it is in the comic book, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just start off with I would think is the shortest section of this video, which is the negatives. Do you guys have any negative things to say about it?
Yeah. Well, I really only have like one bone to pick with the show, and it's just that the animation seems kind of like stilted at times.
It would
Uh,
like when they're flying, it just looks like a cutout just moving on the screen.
yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah, because for the most part, this show is very well animated. It's very well made,
it is.
but there are like some scenes where you can tell that just not as much work was put into them as in the rest of the series. Because like, and especially because like this show has some standout animation at times, so it's really easy to tell when that quality dips.
Yeah,
Because when it does dip, it dips kind of hard. So like,
Like
it's
there's a
you can
scene where you see Mark flying, and then you just see the people on the ground just CG running. I'm like, oh, that looks horrible.
yeah, and like that's not even like the worst offender. I think.
Which one's the first offender?
I don't really know. Like, because like when it happens, it's just really noticeable, and
Yeah,
like
it's like that's
you
strange.
kind of just like you kind of just like wins,
Like,
because like
uh,
because like the rest of the show looks so good,
Yeah.
and then like you see these, and it's like yeah,
it's a little bit jarring. I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
yeah, 'cause it does take you out of it, because like it's just so like vastly different.
Yeah.
It's just so much lower quality. So yeah, it just seems a little stilted at times. I don't know whether that's due to budgetary constraints or they just ran out of time or anything. But uh, there's not that much of it though. Like
Yeah.
Half the
Like
budget.
it won't ruin the experience for you.
yeah, like 8 times out of 10, the show is like excellent animation. It's
Yeah.
just that
At some points you'll
wait,
just be like, ah.
yeah, yeah. It's just when the 2 out of those 10 moments come,
Yeah.
you notice.
I
uh,
Yeah, the budget
yeah.
must. I'm guessing half of a good majority of the budget probably went to the cast because the cast is amazing and it's pretty star-studded. But we'll save that for the positives. What do you guys thought of the romance between Mark and Amber? Did you buy it? It was kind of mixed for me.
And that was gonna be part of my negatives. I was like, oh no, I don't I wasn't really into the romance in this anime in
Anime.
this in this show because like I don't know, majority of the time I found myself like, oh, just go back to Omni Man annihilating a planet, please. At some points, but I did like what's her name? Uh,
Adam
what's her
Eve.
name again? The black,
Oh,
the no no
Amber.
the other chick. Yeah, Amber.
Eve
I, no, Amber.
or mm,
Yeah, I did like her until like she was a really cool character. Like the entire way out, like she was a pretty solid character. And then we got to episode 7, and she reveals like, "Hey, I've already known that you're a superhero and stuff. Don't no need to like make it a surprise or big deal." I was like, "Wait, you just got back from the college place, and you were getting mad at him for not being there, but you knew that was him." So I was like,
well,
"This is kind of weird."
it's I think the point of that scene was she was more mad that he lied about it,
Yeah, he lied about it, but
and like she asked him where he was because she wanted him to tell the truth, and he didn't.
uh,
Yeah.
I get that part. But majority of her dialogue, I don't think it's the character's fault or the. I think it's just the writing of the dialogue because it really sounded like she didn't know who he was, and it really sounded like he left her
Yeah.
in danger.
Mm.
I don't know if she was acting, but like, yo, come on, it was really offbeat.
It might have been the delivery or something, or just the pacing of things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Probably, but I don't know.
because like now that you asked that question, Enzo, another negative I do have is just sort of the pacing of the relationship between Mark and Amber. It's just like sometimes it moves really fast, other
Right.
times it drags to a crawl, and other times it just goes back to the blistering fast pace. Like I don't like how they got back together in the end.
Yeah.
Neither
Yeah.
did I. Neither did I. It was
That was so out of left field.
Like really?
Like oh your dad beat the shit out of you. Oh, okay, let's here's some comfort coochie. Feel
he's some
better, Mark.
coochie.
Feel better, Mark.
Feel better, boy.
Let me give you some punani. Maybe that'll put a smile on your face, huh?
um, were there any episodes that were not as good as the rest? Like for me, the Mars episode was the
Oh
one that
yeah, the
really
Mars episode was so slow.
yeah slow.
The Mars episode was pretty boring.
Yeah.
And it had no tie-in to. I'm pretty sure it might tie into the second season. Who
Yeah.
knows? But it had
Definitely.
no tie-in to the season now. and so it just felt like a random bottle episode,
Yeah,
like him alone on Mars.
yeah.
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 Oh,
And
before you go on, another negative I have. Well, it's not really a negative. Just I just wish we got more time with the teen team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got disbanded after 2 episodes.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
kind of just like got their asses kicked.
Yeah.
Like that was basically the team. Well, not really the team, but like the new Guardians of the Globe as a whole.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just wish we saw more of them because I do find their dynamic pretty interesting,
Yeah.
and like while I'm not really unhappy with the screen time they did get, like I did want to see more, which I guess can be a good thing in like when viewed from a certain perspective, because that is gonna keep me coming back for more if they are making future next seasons, so like
yeah.
were seasons 2 and 3 confirmed? Or
Yeah, I
just
think
season
they
2?
announced 2 and 3 already.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Any more negatives you want to add before we move on to the probably the longest section of this video?
Uh, I, 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 I wasn't really that interested in the Muller twins.
Yeah,
Like they were alright.
Neither was.
Like I
Yeah.
didn't hate I didn't hate them, and I did get some enjoyment out of them. They were just kind of boring for the most part.
yeah,
Yeah, but they did tie into the main story, which what I like from compared to the Mars episode where this does not connect to anything
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess they're gonna connect it to next season. We don't know. But
Definitely.
yeah, I guess we should carry on to the positives.
Positives.
Yeah.
I think we all agree that one of the biggest positives is the cast because it's incredible, especially J.K. For me at least, J.K. Simmons and Stephen.
J.K. Simpsons was just
Yeah,
What, J.K.
second.
J.K. Simpson?
Simmons, not O.J. Simpson.
Oh God, John. But yeah, other cast members or what other cast members
The
stood
guy
out
who
for you?
played Glenn, I'm horrible with names. I'm sorry. The guy who
Steven
played
Yeun.
Glenn from The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stephen.
he's really good. Especially the mom.
Yes, Sandra Oh was pretty good
Yeah.
as the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am horrible with names, everybody. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
I do like Walton Goggins as Cecil. And Cecil's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he is my favorite character,
Yeah.
especially Donald.
Um, what characters really stand out for you guys aside from Omni Man and Invincible himself? I already mentioned Cecil really stands out for me. Another one was Damien Darkblood. I know he's a really cool detective-like character.
Yeah.
I wish we
I-
got more time with Damien.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
But I was
actually.
gonna, he was gonna be my favorite actually. Same with Cecil, like they're gonna be on par, but then they got rid of him a few episodes later. I'm like, I want more of this guy. But I love that concept though. Like when he comes into a room, you just see your breath,
Yeah,
and then the room just gets cold. And I love it how Cecil's just like, give me a room, right now, everybody leave. I'm like,
yeah.
oh shit. I love Cecil. That's my favorite character in this fucking show. It's just Cecil and Donald.
You really like
Also
characters.
Pimento, the guy who played Pimento in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm horrible again.
It
with names.
depends. Rexford depends for me. It's like he's cool, but at the same time, he's really an asshole.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I actually I like how Rex is written as a character. Like, yeah,
Same here.
he's an asshole, and we're not really supposed to like him. But like that's the point.
But the dude steals the show once he's like on screen. Like I
Yeah.
want to hear what he has to say. Like I
Yeah.
want to hear like a witty remark from him.
Well, yeah, he's just like unabashedly an asshole, and like it's
Yeah.
great. It's great to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's good character writing. Like that's that's probably the way to say it. It's not that I like Rex. I like the way he's written, and I think he's a very well written character.
Yeah.
Another one is
But
Yeah.
well, I don't know. Go on.
another one is Atom Eve for me. She's one of the cooler superheroes in this show. I like her powers, the ability to manufacture or make objects appear out of thin air. is
I did
pretty
not
cool.
understand her powers at all. Like
Me too, but I was like,
Uh,
I kind of want
she's
that
like
though.
she's like a human Swiss Army knife. Fuck, god damn.
she's like a mini Scarlet Witch kind of.
Yeah, I thought
Yes.
she gave off like a was a Starfire vibe. Well,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
but
she's kind of like a mashup of like Scarlet Witch, Starfire, and Raven.
yeah,
Yes.
I'll agree on that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the robot guy, pretty much cyborg, and he's also
Oh,
one of my favorite characters.
oh my,
Robot.
yeah,
By
robot
yeah,
dude.
robot.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
His name is Robot.
yeah,
They ran
His
out of
name is Robot.
names. They ran out of
His name is
names.
just Robot.
yeah. This robot, bro. Um,
Zachary Quinto, Spock.
yes.
Yeah, there, I remember that name.
Yeah, he gave a really emotional performance for a character called Robot. Like I felt bad for him for sometimes.
Actually, yeah, like at some points where he's in the room and people are like, "How would you know how we feel? You're just a robot."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm like, shit. I feel bad for Zachary Quinto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character, by the way, Edwin?
Uh, shit. That's a good question. Honestly, probably either Cecil or honestly Rex.
Oh,
Like
okay.
those are like
Damn, that's a
up there for
person.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are both up
Yeah.
there for me.
I really like Seth Rogen as Alan the Alien.
Alan the Alien.
Yeah. It's like I'm supposed to go
Yeah.
to Urak. Is this
Oh
not Urak?
yeah, well, yeah. Alan the Alien is like in his own tier.
Yeah.
Like he's great.
Yeah.
I
He's in
love,
a,
I
he,
love, I
he's in a
love
special place
Alan.
in our hearts.
Yeah.
Truly,
Is this not
he's the
Urak?
actual MVP.
No, this is fucking Earth. Like, oh, shit. Okay,
My bad.
my bad. Like at first when they meet, you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna be a fight, and then he's like,
Yeah.
there's been a
He,
misunderstanding.
yeah, he's just like a space health inspector.
Yeah.
He's like, "Are you good to to pretty much defend yourselves against an entire army of Supermen?"
against against possible alien invasion. Yes or no?
Yeah, yes, right. Um, since we're done with talking about the characters, let's move on. Another question I would like to ask is, what are the really big standout moments in the show for you guys?
Oh
Do you want to touch on the finale right now, or do you want to save that for later?
God, I think I should save it for later
Yeah, I think we should
because I
save that
really
for
like
later.
that. But I don't know. I do like that this one scene that threw me off. That gave me a little hint. I did the entire show. I did not know that like, oh, Omni Man's gonna go in that direction. Well, actually, yeah, I did from the first episode.
I was like, what are you talking about?
No, but I thought like there was like another reason why he killed the Justice League or the Guardians.
Yeah.
I thought there was like another reason. It's either the Guardians were bad or something, or like there was a secret organization. That's what I thought in my head. Like, but once I saw that scene where he was sparring with Mark,
Yeah.
and then Mark got a good hit on him, and then Omni Man just pretty much
Knocks the wind
like
out of
hits
him.
knocks the wind out, and Mark goes, I can't breathe.
Oh god.
I love that scene, but that's when I knew I was like, there's something wrong with it.
So, you guys not having read the comics, I would like to ask, what do you think of the end of the first episode?
Well, I saw it before I watched the shows, so I think that kind of like
I mean, what do you your
uh
reaction to the scene when watching it?
well I was just like Jesus, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ,
Um,
man!
Yeah, I think that was like that. Well, that was also the moment where it's like, all right, I guess I gotta watch it now.
Yeah. Like this is what Batman feared, and I love this scene so fucking much.
Poor knockoff
Like,
Batman.
I swear they did him dirty. Like
How do you know?
the actual Batman would have not just straight up came from the rafters and landed on top of Omni Man. What was your plan with that one? I swear.
Well, that also shows like how powerless Batman would actually be against Superman if Superman
Just wanted to take him out.
had no moral code. Yeah, and
Yeah, I
just
know,
wanted to
but
kill him.
he's smarter than that, though. Yeah, you could show it in other ways, but that was stupid.
Yeah. He lands
Like,
on
He
Omni-Man.
tried.
He tried.
He did his best.
I know, but it's kind of like how Enzo will be going up against Mike Tyson in a very dark room. Do you want to just go at him,
Sure,
or do you
sure.
want to think this through
I like the sound effects though. When he hits the fish guy with a mallet, and you hear
with
the,
a mace?
and you hear
Like,
all the sounds of bits of skull and brain. Like that's good sound design, but it's also disgusting.
I kind of feel bad for the Aquaman version of this universe
I feel
because, like,
bad.
you could tell he wanted some action.
Yeah,
That's all he wanted.
Yeah, he just excitedly swims away, only to
Yeah.
get his head caved in.
yeah. Oh man, I think the
He
worst
caved
was.
in, it disappears.
I think the worst was War Woman for me. It's like, oh god, she vomits out the blood. Why?
Nah, I don't think so. I think everybody else had it worse.
Yeah,
Flash kind of had it worse though.
I, Gr- Green Ghost kind of just got fucked.
Oh god.
Just, and then used as a fucking shield for
The
Korean's
person who got
fucking
it
water
least,
jet.
Yeah.
the least was the Martian Manhunter version
Yeah.
of the Justice League. He just gets his heart ripped out and that was it. And he becomes a puddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by going back to that, Edwin, like the fish guy pretty much water jets this guy and he just puts the body in front of him. I'm like,
It's like,
don't
I'm
don't
glad he.
disrespect him like that.
stop! She's already dead.
I'm glad he took some damage though. From War Woman
Oh
and
yeah,
Immortal.
dude. If it was the actual Flash, I think the Flash would have done more damage. I don't know if he would have
Yeah.
won.
Oh, that's another thing I'd like to bring up. I know we're talking about positives now, but and like while that whole scene was fucking fantastic, there was this one part where War Woman and Immortal were just punching Army Man,
Yeah.
and it looks so fucking goofy.
I know that scene. Now I want to look it up.
Yeah, it's like, well, when the Martian had him like tied up and
Oh,
like
the last bit before he breaks free.
yeah, and like Immortal and War Woman just like going ham on him, just like, what is this?
Yeah.
What's happening?
But yeah, as
It's
Summer.
like the entire fight was so brutal, and like you go from like Mortal Kombat 11 to South Park: The Stick of Truth. that's literally like how it went.
Yeah.
Damn it.
What is Drummer saying? Yeah, this one is done way more brutally than in the comics. Because in the comics, you're like, "Did you call us? No. Who called us?" And it's just a panel of them being murdered, and then Omni-Man, Immortal going, "I never liked you." Then Omni-Man going, "Feelings mutual." Then decapitates him. So you don't see poor Flash get his eyes popped out or War Woman have her head backwards.
Would have detracted of like, were they worthy for? I don't know. It puts more weight on the fight. If it was just like flash frame to him just pretty much killing each and every Guardian,
Yeah.
it would have not
Yeah,
been impactful.
it would have been pretty fucking boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these guys were the Guardians for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I came here to watch a show, not a PowerPoint presentation. Come on.
Exactly. How do you guys feel about Mark's first major battle with the cat, Battle Beast?
What?
I swear,
Like,
the first time you mentioned his fucking name, I really thought you were like making
Pulling
it
out of
up.
my
I was like,
ass.
yeah, I was like, are you making it like Beyblade or fucking Bakugan? Battle Beast. Sorry. Anyway.
Mark got his ass kicked. So, honestly, I really like that scene.
Yeah.
Like that whole sequence. That was just
The,
really good.
the entire what's his name? The Rock guy.
Titan.
His entire arc was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed him as well. Like, he's also like one of the more like standout characters in the show.
Yeah. I'm forgetting who
Like,
was voiced by.
honestly, uh, like most of
Yeah. Our voters love it, folks.
as I was saying, characters are good.
Yeah.
I don't dislike anyone. Everybody's well written. That's it. Let's move on.
I will
Swear to
say,
God.
I will say, I do like this how they handled Mark, because he is a mini Superman, like a Superboy,
He's
pretty much.
Superboy, pretty much.
He's
But he's
Superboy.
also 17.
Yeah, but
So,
it's the fact that like usually if this was like any other show, how he's represented, he would have been OP. He would have been taking out multiple bad guys all at once. But here, nah. This guy never got in a really good fight. Like he hasn't won. No, he won once. He only won one good fight in this entire show.
Yeah.
Like you could tell he is very like beginner level kind of superhero.
well, yeah,
Even though
because he
yeah,
literally just got his powers.
yeah. But usually in a movie or show, they would have been kicking ass right away. But here, I like how he was taken care of. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no matter how good your powers are, if you have no experience, you suck.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the benefit to not being constrained to a 2-hour runtime.
Yeah.
You kind of take your time
Yeah.
with getting your shit kicked out of you.
Any more standout moments before we move on to the season finale?
I do love the fight with the earthquake guy,
Yes.
the one with Adam and Eve when they finally work together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam and Eve.
Adam,
Ad-
Eve,
Adam,
Adam, Adam, Eve, Adam,
Really,
Eve.
Jamar?
Yes, folks. They fight
I,
Genesis, the beginning of Genesis.
I'm
Folks.
pulling Enzo and just pull out the Bible.
God damn it. Wait,
it's not perfect, but I did enjoy the university arc, especially just like the whole like robot shit. I thought that was pretty cool.
with Ezra Miller as the voice actor for the main villain.
yeah.
That actually was sick. Yeah.
Wait, that's Ezra Miller?
Yeah, that's
That
remember.
was Ezra Miller. I was also
Shit!
shocked.
Yeah.
Enzo just told me like last week.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
voice just stood out too much. It's like, that voice sounds too familiar. It sounds like a man.
Damn,
I did not recognize it.
This show really went all out with their fucking voice cast.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
I just
Well,
wish John
le-
Hamm had an actual role.
At least the
Yeah.
science guy didn't complain about brunch or something.
Yeah.
And
At
he
least
se-
he knows
and
how
he
to
se-
run.
and he seemed like he knew which way east was.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I will mention another scene where they had those aliens that came from another dimension and would age.
Yeah.
I love that
Hmm.
scene where Omni-Man just goes into the portal, and he just goes, "This is not
Starts
your world."
wrecking their shit.
Take. he just annihilates this. I was like, he's gonna take care of the military of this world and
Yeah.
just warn them. No,
Just
he destroys this fucking world.
mass genocide, just another Tuesday for Omni-Man.
Exactly.
And I love how he left like 5 aliens alive to make him another portal to go home, and then just drops a rock on them. I was like,
Like, see ya.
I love this. I love Omni-Man so much.
Speaking of Omni-Man in this end, so my god, the finale is truly something else. Entirely.
Yeah, it is. I will say, this is my opinion. I like Cecil and Omni-Man's fight more than
Mark's and
Uh,
his dad's.
Well, it was
Well,
what
when it
happened
comes to-
with
when it comes to
Cecil and
fight-
Omni-Man really even a fight?
Yes, he's
No,
just
but
dodging everything.
I know, but I love that scene so. Maybe I need to rewatch it. I might be wrong, again. But I don't know. I just love that scene so much, especially the dialogue.
Yeah.
I love it when characters have good dialogue between fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just love that one dialogue where he's like, I'm a good liar. I'm a really good liar. But you had us all fooled." I was like, oh,
Yeah, and
Cecil, I love you.
that's just the one that really pissed him off. It's like, you motherfucker.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Yeah. So for the finale, do you guys know the train sequence was not in the comics
That's the
at
one I
all?
wanted to point out, man.
Really?
Yeah, it was in the
Yeah,
comics.
that's the one I wanted to
Shit.
point out.
So
That is my favorite scene in this show.
your favorite? What's wrong
That
with you?
I agree. That's
Right?
like my favorite scene in the show. Like Jesus.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
one way to break a superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, and like it just does so many things. Like it shows Mark how useless he is, and also how frail all these people are and how meaningless they are.
Yeah,
Because Omni-Man can literally just hold Mark out in front, and these people just die.
Yeah.
just like that, and then oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Like for him to like make Mark see all that up close, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
No, what hit me the most was just him going like this and just saying stop, stop, please stop. I was like, stop.
Oh
Oh my
god.
god.
Please just stop for Mark.
You were such a good dad up to this point
Until he wasn't.
Until it
until
wasn't.
you wasn't. But like I don't know, I love that scene and the dialogue he pretty much committed to that train scene where him just rambling about how worthless and how like, uh fucking human life is.
Yeah.
And he just does that. I was like, yeah, he has a point.
This
We
season,
are very fragile.
the finale really shows how much of a gaslighter Omni-Man is.
Truly.
Do you see what you
The
did?
most
This is your
toxic
fault.
of the internet.
It's like his fault.
Yeah,
Truly.
you see these people, you kill them. No, you threw me at them.
So if you ever wondered what the Man of Steel final fight would be if it had more gore, this is basically it, folks.
I mean, the Man of Steel fight was more devastating, but it didn't show that much gore.
Yeah, because
Um,
everything takes place in for Metropolis.
Not just
Yeah,
Metropolis.
they have to keep things PG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for sure, so many people died in
Oh, definitely.
Man of Steel. Way more people than what happened in Invincible.
I felt bad when Mark trying to save the mom and the daughter, and then the building collapses on them, and then you just see the mom's arms like, well, Mark, you tried.
Like, if this was any PG Marvel shit, it would have just been like the mom knocked out, she had her arm up.
Or just dead, but not gory.
Yeah. But you just see a severed arm and just Mark's face is like, oh, I couldn't save her.
Wow, Omni-Man really stoops low, especially when it's like, what does mom's life mean to you? It's more like a pet.
Yeah, that pissed me off a bit.
I was like, thanks for being honest, I guess.
Or no, was it the fucking does mom's life matter in the grand scheme of things? No. It's like, oh, you piece of shit.
I'm a mama's boy. That hurts. I'm like, calling my mom a pet. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
At least Mark got a few light hits here and there.
Do those even count?
Do they even do damage? Probably not.
It's just like a kid going like this at me. Or like a
Look,
kid like hitting my leg.
Look, all the damage done to Omni-Man in that fight was because of the kaiju. Mark didn't do shit.
Yeah.
I like how his eyes were just still bloodshot the entire episode too. From
Yeah, like
trying to gouge his eyes out.
I love that scene where Immortal breaks out. He's like, where is he?
Where is he? Finds him and then he gets split in half by Omni-Man.
That's like another thing, which is like I kind of just found it weird. Like that didn't need to be in there. I think.
No, it didn't.
Like,
That could have been Mark.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like you literally could have taken Immortal out of this and taken out the entire like Mauler twin subplot, which tries to bring Immortal back, and like it would have been fine. Well, I mean, well, not really, because like it is sort of the inciting incident that sort of leads the world to question, what the fuck did Omni-Man do?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I guess I guess I'll go back on. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
for
go back
sure,
on that point.
Immortal's gonna.
Come
Yeah,
It's
back.
I
whatever.
don't know.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good.
Yeah.
Because
It's
my
good.
God, he gets split apart again. I'm like, like, dude, you gotta
Um,
get tired getting your ass kicked all the time.
Another really cruel scene that Omni Man does is when after the train scene, there's like a dad trying to reach his daughter. He's under a piece of concrete, and Mortal's delivering his dialogue, and then he just crushes him.
Steps on him.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's like, oh man. Uh,
uh, that's one thing I hate about this show is that they show us like, oh, here's normal life. These people are actually very nice people. Take it away from us in the most gruesome way possible.
yeah. Um, uh, I like how he throws poor Mark through a cruise ship, and then throws him through the same hole just to make the cruise
Just to
ship
make sure
die.
it sinks.
Yeah. It's like, well, I hope you enjoyed your vacation, because you're
Uh,
never coming back.
um,
Ever.
going back to the start of Omni Man's fight of like him realizing, everybody realizing that he's a bad guy. Um, when Cecil pretty much had contingency plan after contingency plan after contingency plan. Yeah, sure, they didn't work, but it was kind of cool seeing how prepared he was.
Yeah.
Like he had that like was this eco nuke
Yeah.
from
Mm.
space, and I love that one line. He was like, $14 billion for a nosebleed. I was like, nah, that's sick.
I like how Omni Man is constantly using Mark to cause collateral damage, like when he throws him to the mountain, and then he punches his chest, which causes a huge
An
ass
avalanche.
avalanche. Yeah. It's so big that the entire mountain cracks. You're like, yeah, no one's surviving this.
Nah.
Yeah.
Um,
And then another cruel thing he says, what's 17 more years? I can make another kid. It's like, oh god, that's
I
just
can
mean.
always try again.
Yeah.
I can make another kid.
And then proceeds to beat the shit out of Mark Moore.
yeah. Then, oh, I will say that one scene with Donald and how he went out was really cool.
Oh.
Yeah, where pretty much Omni Man kills the entire SWAT team and then goes after Donald when he's like right across the house. And then instead of Donald just like begging for his life, he goes, "It's an honor to serve with you." Then he presses the detonate button. I was like, "You're one of the best of us, Donald."
You know, the entire season finale is just Whiplash, but with more blood and guts and punching.
Are you rushing, or are you dragging, or are you going to be on my fucking time? Think, Mark.
uh,
Think.
did anything pull on your heartstrings during the finale? Because the flashback certainly did. Like,
The
oh,
flashback hurt me,
yeah,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
Omni Man's reaction to it.
yeah,
Yeah. That baseball flashback was kind of like, ah,
my heart.
Yeah, it pulled on my heartstrings once I saw Omni Man just like looking down at Mark. Well, toothless again,
In the worst
and
possible
just,
way.
yeah, and then him just like flash back into the baseball scene, and
Yeah,
then coming back, and he's just like, ah,
yeah,
I have feelings.
yeah.
Yeah,
You see
that really
Mark's,
sold it for me.
you see Mark's modern face like a split nose, a split chin. Split chin is the worst for me. It's like, oh god, why?
Yeah, the split chin was the worst one. I was like, oh, that's fucked.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Only man has feelings apparently. It's like,
Yeah,
god damn it. Why did you make me do this?
surprisingly.
Again, gaslighting. And then the other scene that really tugged on the heartstrings was what tugged on the heartstrings when I read the comments was the what will you have in a million years when everything crumbles to dust? You, Dad. It's like, oh my god, my fucking heart.
uh, yeah.
And then Man taking off, and that's already an iconic scene of him crying while flying off. But adding more to add to the finale and the brutality of it.
I really don't know how Earth's superheroes gonna go up against 1,000 more of him.
Yeah,
Well, Mark better hit the fucking gym.
He better.
I'm for sure him and like uh Alan the alien are gonna have a training arc.
Can Alan really? Is Alan the best trainer though?
Yeah, he's pretty much like a Superman. He flies and he's super strong.
Sure. I would like to have Seth Rogen as a training partner, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, you see, the aftermath of March. I wouldn't call it a battle. Mark's ass kicking.
One-sided beatdown.
Yeah,
One-sided.
yeah.
Palo.
It's
Again,
good.
this going back to what I said about Mark. I like how usually regular movies or like TV shows would go to, oh, you're fighting the last boss of the series. You would go rage mode even after talking how shit about his mom. You would have gone rage mode. Would have beaten the shit out of Omni Man, but no, they didn't go that route, and I really like that. It shows how strong Omni Man is. So I was like, yeah, kick his
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah. And then after he recovers, he gets, kind of a normal life. He gets Amber back. Whoopee. Um, gets his
Good for
friends
I
him.
back.
guess.
I guess.
I guess.
I guess. Let's see what happens in season 2. And then as he's talking to Alan, the alien, you see setup for season 2. You see Battle Beast.
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast.
Forgot for a second. Like,
Okay.
Sure.
You sure you've been reading the comic?
I haven't even read the comic. That side of the comic. It just says on Amazon, Battle Beast. Like, I'll take your word for it that you're not fucking with me. You see the surviving aliens from the genocide. You see, all the setup, and
Yeah.
he just goes, I kind of want to finish high school. Cool. What's high school? And then credits.
Then fuck off.
I was like, are you sure you want to finish high school first? I think you got a bigger problem.
Yeah. So Jomer asked the
Right.
question, like, the only thing stopping Omni-Man is from killing Mark is the fact that he somewhat loves him. What is he going to do against 1,000 people that don't love him?
Especially you've seen that one bearded what do you call their species again?
Viltrumite?
Viltrumite.
Viltrumite. Like that one bearded Viltrumite that looks like God, right? Like with the JoJo body. I'm like, God damn.
Kind of, no, he is, because I kind of did research.
Oh, he is God.
Yeah.
No, he's not God.
Well,
but
not in the spiritual way, but I mean like power level.
But if you think Omni-Man is General Zod, this guy's like Zod times 100. Yeah. So, anything more to add to the positives of this series?
I really like the soundtrack, honestly.
I was about to say the soundtrack was really sick.
Yeah, this is like Invincible has a really solid soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like
I put it on my phone and everything.
Me too.
yeah, I should look those songs up. Like those songs are like really fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we touched upon this briefly, but sound design was amazing as well.
Yeah.
Everything felt so fucking brutal, and just I really appreciate just how much they committed to all the gory shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think?
It was
It's very tasteful. It's not just gore for the like. The sense
yeah,
of gore.
it's not like overly gratuitous,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like all the gore like serves a purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's not just shock value. It's in there for a reason. It's used tastefully, and when it is there, it serves to kind of highlight just the gravity of the situation and to just punch whatever message is trying to drive home into the minds of the viewer.
Yeah. Did you when they were at the Filipino food fest? Were you guys like, "Boy, pride"?
Dude,
It's like,
I swear to God, I had the same question as Mark when they were like, "Oh, how about this thing? That's a rice separator. Oh, cool. What do they separate it from?" I was like, "Yeah, what do they separate?" Besides right.
Isn't that for like making pancit though? Or like kanin? Yeah.
Exactly.
No, man, I don't know. Let's not embarrass ourselves any further.
Well, Adam's
I mean, you're
Canadian, so
embarrassing yourselves.
yeah,
I'm fine.
he's Canadian. What are you talking about, John Mark?
He's Filipino. He just
You,
lives in Canada.
wow. Um,
You still have that torpe shirt.
Not today
Uh,
though.
so that has been our Invincible talk. What do you guys think of the video? Here's a question for the board. What underrated superhero would you like to see?
we didn't rate it though.
Oh shit.
You didn't rate it, Enzo.
No, we don't need to. We like it. No,
What
fine.
the fuck's wrong with you?
I got the sequence out of order. Shit. What would you rate it, guys? Joe was dying. Personally, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah,
A few
pretty much
nitpicks and
just-
negatives here, but like overall, I really enjoyed it. As a fan, someone who likes good TV, it's a 9 out of 10.
yeah, it's a 9 out of 10 for me as well. Animation, soundtrack, sound design, everything. Storytelling also. Romance a little bit off. That's why I gave it like a 9 instead of a 10 out of 10. But other than that, it's really fucking good. I really suggest everyone should watch it.
Yeah. I'm giving this one an 8 out of 10. Again, just like really well done. It's a great show overall. It's just there are those negatives, just like stilted animation sometimes. The Mahler brothers being kind of underutilized and boring. The romance between Mark and Amber having weird pacing and just a bunch of like other little issues that do kind of pile up somewhat, and the while they do detract from the overall experience, they don't do so in a very like disruptive or major way. So like it's still an amazing show regardless, and I would recommend it to anyone. It's honestly just an amazing deconstruction of the superhero genre, and looking at it analytically, there's just a lot to sink your teeth into. So, highly recommend it to anybody, especially if you want to see something different from like your traditional like superhero shit. Because like while yeah, this does kind of parody your comic book teams like the Justice League, there's a point to it. There's a reason why they do that, and I think it serves the purpose of the show very well. Because it's both a deconstruction of the superhero genre and a compelling coming of age story. So
Yeah.
give it a watch.
To
Highly
quote
recommend.
Batman from Batman Begins, it's damn good television. Alright, guys, this is
It is.
our video for Invincible, as I said before.
Yeah,
Question is, what underrated superheroes would you like to see get their time in the spotlight?
comment below.
Spawn!
Spawn. It's a question for the board, don't worry.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I thought you were.
But
like,
yes,
for the
please
comments.
comment if you
Well, also
want
for the
to.
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Underrated TV for TV shows.
Underrated heroes.
Underrated superheroes.
My bad. I don't know. I'm horrible at this. I don't read much comics. Nah, I got nothing. I got nothing in my head.
That's fine.
How about you, Enzo?
I would say, I know he already had a TV show, but it was cancelled. Swamp Thing. I really would like more Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what one show I really want them to bring back is the live action John Constantine show. That shit was
Yes.
good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Compared to
with
the
that,
other
right?
CW bullshit. Sorry.
Let's not go there. Let's not go into the fucking weird the Flash territory. But yes, as always, as always, folks, you can find Dear Edwin twitch.tv/Urity, streaming Final Fantasy 14. Want to tease anything else if you're streaming anything new?
Yeah, I've started streaming Danganronpa 2 recently. Making my way through the game right now. I I've been promising streams and shit, but I haven't been able to because it's week's been really fucking busy, but I promise I will get back on it. So please do check the channel out. I would appreciate it greatly. Help me get to 50 followers. Help me make affiliate, so like I can start doing this shit a little more seriously and not have to worry about money that much because I'm poor. I'm poor.
We're all
I'm
poor,
in
as you can see our
I
setup.
I'm in need of financial assistance. But no, yeah, just if you're watching this video, come check the channel out. My streams are usually pretty chill. Uh, yeah,
Nice.
it's all good fun. Just vibe. We can chat, chill for a bit. It's all good.
Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays for the Philippines, right? At 9 a.m.
Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Yes.
All right. Jomer, anything to plug in? Folks, if you would like to check out our Patreon, his address is in there. I'm kidding.
Fuck you. No,
We don't have a Patreon.
No, we don't.
Shut the fuck
we
up.
don't have a
No, we don't.
Patreon.
It's
But
not
his
so-
address is somewhere there. Okay.
Wow.
No, yeah, starting this weekend, actually, I'm gonna put up my Instagram page, for, I'm calling it Jom,
Oh,
but
wow.
spelled differently, so it's just GEOM.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, so it's starting this weekend. I'm gonna post my first ever drawing, and if you guys like, sad boy mecha angel fighting robots, there you go.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links down below. And the next video will be about Magneto's daughter and her dead robot boyfriend. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's WandaVision. And the next
I
one,
haven't watched it yet.
well, you have time. And the next
Okay.
one is about Bucky and Sam, the best duo there is I've seen on TV.
This shows Bucky and Sam.
Yes, it's officially Bucky and Sam. Disney make it happen. And yes, hope you guys like the video. Please like, subscribe, and ding the bell to get notified. And all that jazz. Please, please. I keep saying this with every video, but please, please, God, please keep following safety protocols, stay social distance, wear a mask, and if you can, folks, get vaccinated. And we are
Got vaccinated.
yes, John was a good boy. He got vaccinated. But we are calling to the end, and we're calling towards normal times. So please don't make this any slower, please. But yeah, thank you for watching our video. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Ciao.